Hello, everyone. Today we are recording an episode for Monday, May 15th, 2023. We're doing it a bit later because we didn't have enough time. A lot of things are happening here, as you can imagine. Monday was a very, very eventful day. We did three major things, and we'd like to tell you a little bit about it.
So on Monday morning, we met with a friend that we made actually in 2012, Serhiy Mirnyi. He is one of the founders of Chernobyl Tour, and we actually met him when we took a group that we came with here in 2012 to visit. Actually, we were visiting Russia and Ukraine, and we met him in the Chernobyl area. He took us there, and we really hit it off. We really became very, very good friends, and we've kept in touch all this time. And he was actually involved in the right after the Chernobyl disaster. He was actively involved. He was an officer, and they were clearing the area and cleaning up. So he was one of the liquidators. And so we met him at the Botanical Gardens, and it is beautiful. Right now, May is one of the most beautiful times in Kyiv or all over Ukraine. Everything is blooming. There is lilac in every corner you can look. I mean, even and lily of the valley, those white little flowers, and the aroma of the flowers is everywhere. It's beautiful. Walked, it was pretty warm, but we walked around, we talked nonstop. It was very engaging and very interesting. And it was such a pleasant moment to be in this completely different world of being woken up every night with air raids.
And one of the topics we covered was the fate of the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power station, which is currently occupied by the Russians. And it is a very dangerous situation. And Serhiy, as a nuclear physics expert, was very, very helpful in explaining the best and the worst case scenarios for that particular location, which happens to be the largest nuclear power station in Europe, just to put it in a perspective. After that, we rushed into another meeting across the river. We visited a private clinic run by Dr. Lifshitz, Dr. Yuri Lifshitz. He's a surgeon that used to live and practice in Germany, but decided to move to Ukraine and apply his knowledge and skills here. He is known as a surgeon who saves limbs and lives. He told us about so many cases when people were told that their limbs will be amputated because of a terrible infection that is usually takes place when a soldier is wounded in the field, and it takes time for them to arrive to the hospital. And many of these people do not normally survive this experience. And Dr. Lifshitz uses the cutting edge technology made in America, in the state of Minnesota, actually, that helps him to isolate and eliminate many of the bacteria that cause this terrible infection. And people are saved and are able to walk and use their hands and so on and so on. Truly, truly amazing experience. We're very, very happy that such a person exists here. He gave us a tour of the hospital. It's a relatively small place. And as a private hospital, it's very expensive for the locals, yet they perform these functions at hardly any cost to the patients, and usually the expenses are covered by the donors, like ourselves.
Yeah, It's and not only Ukrainians he helps, but there are a couple of foreign soldiers, foreign fighters that have gone through some surgeries performed by him, and he showed us a lot of videos of all that stuff, and we have a lot of footage to share eventually.
After that, we went to see another, the most unusual person. His name is Serhiy Kunitzyn. He is a highly decorated and distinguished soldier, an officer of the Soviet and the Ukrainian army. He's our age. He has fought in multiple wars going back to Afghanistan, and was wounded many times, and had to undergo multiple surgeries. He has lost many friends and relatives during the wars, and his son is currently fighting in one of the elite units. I really don't know where. And we are very happy to be able to give his son a gift that can be very practical and useful where he is right now, and hopefully will help him to do his job a little bit better. So he is one of the original members of Ukrainian parliament who voted for independence when the Soviet Union fell apart. So you can imagine how much history this person has. He is also vice president of the Ukrainian Football Federation, Soccer Federation, and he gave us some amazing gifts that I, as a soccer player, greatly appreciate.
He was also prime minister of Crimea from 2006 to 2011. So that's
So yeah, there are many things we can talk about this man. We can say about this man. We spent more than 2 hours together. He didn't want to let us go. We didn't want to leave, but it's just one of those meetings that will stay with us for the rest of our lives.
yeah, extremely warm, extremely welcoming, very generous. He was coming out and bringing us more and more gifts that he was coming up with, and it was very interesting and very pleasant. And altogether, the people we meet here are absolutely out of this world. But we're recording this episode actually on this is the third Thursday of a month of May, and every third Thursday of May is a day of Vyshivanka. This is called Vyshivanka. That's why I'm dressed like this. This is a national Ukrainian shirt. Men and women wear it. We didn't get one for Igor yet. And it's hand embroidered or machine embroidered, depends on what it is. Every region of Ukraine has its own type of styles, type of embroidery. Anyway, it is so inspiring to see all the people, little kids, old people, everybody is wearing these beautiful embroidered shirts or dresses, and the young women are so beautiful walking in high heels and these beautiful dresses. It's beautiful, very beautiful, especially with the background of nightly, nightly gruesome, cruel missile attacks all over Ukraine, and especially Kyiv. And we did not expect to be through this. We, out of 11 nights we have been here, 9 nights we've had missile attacks. And it is really nerve wracking. And we're leaving, right? In 2 days, we're leaving. But people are staying. And they have to live with it. Every night they have to go to bed knowing that there's going to be an air raid, most likely. And hopefully the air defense system work, and they do an amazing, incredible, fantastic job of preventing any kind of casualty or damage to the country, to the cities, to the people. And it's wonderful that they still find this um, feeling of normality during the day. People walk around, people eat in restaurants, people talk to each other, they sing, they play music. It's very inspiring. It's our future.
One comment that our friend has made was you should show more of the city life. People in the markets, people walking around in the eating in the restaurants, things like that. We have a lot of video footage, and we want to show everything to you. Unfortunately, it's not possible to put it all together for daily updates. We would love to make one, two, three documentary films when we return about this experience. We need to think long and hard about what these films will be about and how to structure it, and we will need a professional to do it. Obviously, we are not filmmakers, but anyway, please rest assured that the information is there, the content is available.
And there's so much more.
Somebody will have to cut it, somebody will have to piece it together and make it interesting. Anyway, we're going to go. We have a lot more to do here today, as always. But before we leave, Slava Ukraini.
Героям слава. P.S. guys, just a request. If you can please, in support of Ukraine, if you have an embroidered shirt, and I know my friends and everybody around us do have embroidered shirt, put them on. Take a picture, please. Take a picture and post it or in the comments under this episode. It will really help. We will include it in the film. We will show it to the people in Ukraine. This is incredibly empowering for them. They will feel that they're not alone. Please do. Please do.